This video is just to give you a quick overview of how to get things set up so that you can run Python. So we're going to be using a server provided by UBC that already has Python installed on it and has most of everything that we need to work with installed on it. There's just one other package that we're going to have to install, and it's very easy to do. So you just open a Jupyter Notebook window following this link. And you'll be prompted to sign in with your CWL. I was just in here, so it doesn't ask me to do that. But once you sign in, you'll see this empty notebook window. And now we're going to open a command terminal in the Jupyter window, and we're going to use this to instruct the computer how and where to find some data files that we want to download, and then we're going to use it to install one Python package. So it's very easy to do. To open a command terminal, you just go to the new in the top right and you click terminal. And this will open a command line interface. So you'll see a black screen with white text where you can type in whatever you want. And so this is a Linux system, which is an operating system similar to Microsoft Word, or not Word, Windows, and the Mac OS, but it's not as, we'll say, user-friendly as those two systems, in that you can't just kind of point and click to manage files. You have to rely on the command line interface to do that. So it's pretty simple, though. The first step is to clone a GitHub repository. And so we're going to use this command git, which is going to tell Git to download something. Git is just a file tracking service. In fact, all of the labs that you're working with have been hosted on GitHub. And so I use Git to do and put together all of these projects. And then, so Git tells the software, all right, go get this thing. Clone tells it we're going to copy a directory, and then we just give it the location of the directory. So if you copy this line and you paste it into your terminal window and hit enter, it will run. And it'll take a few seconds because there's some larger files in here, and it's going to download all the files inside of this location. And so you'll see when it's done, you can go to the notebook window that was empty, and there will now be a folder in here with some other folders inside. We've got one more step to do before we close the terminal. We have to install a package called Geopi. Geopi is the Python package we're going to use to do the geocoding. It doesn't come pre-installed on this server. Everything else we're going to work with does. But so you just copy this line of code. What this is doing is it's telling the Python install package manager to install something called Geopi. And so you just copy this, paste it, and again, hit enter, and everything will be ready to go. It'll take just a few seconds. So again, this one says it's already satisfied for me because I've already installed it on this server, but for you, you'll get a message that says install completed. So then you can go to the notebook window, double click to open the folder, and just look around and see what you find in there. And in here, you'll notice there's a couple folders, two folders that have stuff in them, and then a couple files. And you'll see these two files that have .ipynb tags on the end of them. Those are IPython notebooks, and they are the two blocks of code that we're going to be working with today. So your next step, you need to create a Mapbox account. And so Mapbox is the geocoding service that we're going to use to get the, or to do the geocoding. So it should be fairly straightforward for you to create a Mapbox account. There should be an option for it up in the top right. I already have an account. I'm not going to walk you through this process. It should be pretty easy. Once you have your Mapbox account set up and you validate your email and everything, then you should be able to access the token page here. And I've got a screenshot down below. If you open this link, it will take you to your Mapbox access tokens. Now I've got a couple different tokens that I've created. You should just have a default public token. This is your basically key to get into Mapbox's geocoding service. And so we'll use this on the next page. You're going to want to copy that API key and paste it in.